Welcome everybody to the Coplan Cabana. We live in the south end of Louisville, Kentucky, at the Coplan Cabana, where Kimmy does all the work and they're just here for the show. At the Coplan Cabana. Cha cha cha. Hold on a minute.
Now I just realized that got me out of doing this theme song because I'll have to be on mute.
So Amy has made a special request that for Christmas she would like for us all to sing the Coplan Cabana song, and that is what she wants for her Christmas present.
I already got her something for Christmas.
Well, Anna's the only one.
Words.
What? There's no way you don't know the words.
Girl, bye.
There's no way. There's no way.
I'm deaf. I can't hear them.
Lil knows the words because
She said, I'm deaf. I can't hear them.
Lil could sign them, but she'd
No,
have
I
to be
cannot.
on camera to do
It's
that.
for that, right?
But Amy has made that request as a founding member of the Coplan Cabana.
She's not a founding member. She's just a member.
She would
Well,
be a
the
founding
founding
member of
member-
our fan club.
Of our fan clubs, I guess I should have clarified, of our Coplan Cabana. She's our one and only subscriber. So
I mean, she won that raffle. Wasn't that
she
enough?
did. No, now she's taking it one step further and was requesting us to all sing it.
Man, you give people
What
an
would
inch
the
and they take a
signs-
mile.
I don't know. Lil, what would the signing be for that? Would you just to keep spelling it?
For what? The Coplan Cabana?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Like, what would be? We live in the south end of Louisville, Kentucky.
I'm leaving.
No, that's not it.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving now because
You
that was
just
horrific.
personally offended so many people.
Yes,
no
literally.
one teaches
You
me, so how
had
am I
better be
supposed to
so
know?
happy. You had better be so happy that no one in this call, maybe besides me and Ellie, know ASL, or anybody that listens to this
want you to
podcast knows
teach me.
ASL. Because if they did, they would be disturbed.
Well, teach me.
Also, why is your little thingy MFIC? Why? I know what it stands for.
George.
No, I mean, no, I'm aware of what it stands for. I'm just confused as to why that's what you put under there, especially
Nobody can
considering
see
you're
it.
anti-cussing.
Nobody could see it when it replays. These labels aren't on it. This is only for us to see. But welcome to episode 34 of the Coplan Cabana. This is our last podcast of the season where we're all four here together. Next week will be Lil and myself. And then the week after that will be Anna and me. And then the final Wednesday will be Ellie and me. And then we'll take a 2-week break and come back for season 2.
Saving the best for last.
Whoa, did you hear that? She gave you a compliment, Ellie. She said saving the best for
And
last.
Yeah, and she just totally straight-faced it too. Like we're no reaction type crap.
Yeah, you do need a picture. From what were you doing? Answering those emails about how you'll take that turkey? You just
Yes.
went giving them your Venmo address?
Oh, it worked.
Where to
It worked.
ship it to?
There you go.
What worked?
I can hear her.
Well, she took it off mute.
Because she's hitting the space bar to unmute herself.
Oh, okay.
Well, if you would have paid attention last week, you would have heard this.
If you'd have paid attention for numerous episodes
Well,
before this one.
to be
I
fair
know
to
you ain't
Lil,
talking, miss. I'm staring at my phone right now, trying to tell
please
somebody
try
else
not
pay
to
attention.
cuss, okay? You've given
I
us
haven't
a
looked at my phone
censor,
once.
like we're censored on YouTube because of the cussing. We're considered adult content.
I mean, we are adult
Can
content.
you
We
get
are adults.
monetized off of videos that are marked explicit?
I mean, I don't. You
Yes.
can get monetized
Yes,
on
but
YouTube in general.
But the algorithm doesn't push it towards people.
I mean, I've marked the next couple of ones that you have to be over 18 because of the cussing, because I can't get it all out.
I
Because
mean,
the only way to get it all is to have Lil not be a part of it.
yeah. And I think that would make you just way too happy, so gotta be here for you.
Well, no, we would like you to be a part of it, but you can't control your mouth, so
I can at some points in time. Yeah, you make that face and you're the reason why I can't control my mouth. You say things and then it aggravates me. And then, yes, I have a passionate mouth and therefore my emotions tend to take over.
that would be the exact definition of can't control.
Well, I didn't cuss, did I? Not once in the entire sentence.
What are you two doing?
Probably laughing at me having this argument with you.
No, Mom's microphone isn't working.
Yeah, but Ellie's dying.
Old tech support over there.
Fucking missed it. Okay, she's having audio trouble. Okay, and all of a sudden she
Can't hear you either, Ellie.
shit. I was on
Hit
mute.
your
Listen, so she's having these troubles. And can you mute yourself, Mom?
How's it messing it up if I can't? Did it start
I'm
working?
hearing it now.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
why are you in the closet?
I thought I had another set of headphones in there I was going to get.
Oh, I
She's
thought you were about to be like,
she's
I
about
can
to
get a
pull
better
up-
connection.
She's about to pull a Marshall Mathers and clean that bitch out.
Is new recording track created?
Your
so-
your microphone is muted.
She wasn't talking to us. But she had these audio
Y'all
troubles.
have made this audio thing more confusing than it was when we were all in the same room.
I'm not quite sure why you even worried about it. You don't have to mess with it. So my headphones stopped working. I had to unplug it and plug it back up.
I don't even want to talk about it anymore. They have attitudes, and they're the worst to be around when they have an attitude. And it's like they bring just the entire energy of the whole thing down because they're just not involved. So it's just aggravating.
Well, no, if y'all are done messing with the sound thing,
I'm waiting for us to get to the topics. I'm ready.
Do we know? I bought 2 other sets of headphones. I bought 4 headphones.
One of them's in here.
Okay, just so I know. In case
It's on the couch.
I was gonna say, I think I have the other set in the bag with the other computer because I didn't know if these would work.
But I was going to say, y'all were arguing, and Mom, I guess her headphones, like the hearing part started working, but not the microphone part. So she jumped on and she's like, hey, trying to get y'all to stop. And y'all couldn't hear her, so y'all just kept going. And the whole
so
time she's over here freaking out, and y'all are cussing each other out. And then she just jumps in randomly. It was funny.
So she was over there trying to referee nothing because nobody could hear her.
Exactly.
Well, and I didn't hear anything that Lil had said. So I don't even know what
Lil
I was
said-
trying to referee.
Just so we're clear, Lil said, I can control my cussing, just not when my emotions get the better of me, which is the textbook definition of can't control it.
And then proceeded to say all of that without cussing, which was the control portion you said I was having issues with. So,
I mean, of course you're going to be able to control it when you're trying to make the point that you can.
and I did, and I'm still making my point.
Let's see if you can keep making it for the
You're on mute. You're on mute.
Let's see if you can keep making it for the rest of the
And you're still on mute. That's what I'm saying.
Let's
Like,
see if you can make it for the rest of the episode.
Why are you screaming?
Because she
Do you need new headphones?
because the constant muting and unmuting is confusing.
we did really well last week. We're just struggling this week.
I say Ellie should probably go back upstairs that she can actually not have these audio issues.
You mean me? I would be the one that would go upstairs, but I would
Yeah,
rather us
whoever goes
try to
upstairs
do
is
it
going upstairs.
downstairs. We wanna try to do it in the same room
And you're
because
trying, and it's
okay, then
throwing
let
me off.
us try, okay?
Bruh. Bruh.
Okay, Ellie, would you like to go first, to start the topics off for episode 34?
Were you all talking to me?
No,
No.
no.
Okay.
I would absolutely love to. My topic is a piggyback off of the Zodiac / serial killer dilemma or debacle. So, we live in Louisville, Kentucky, and there's a Facebook page called Louisville Mugshots. Well, recently, Anna, they started adding the birthdays and
No,
the zodiac sign.
you told me about this.
Yes. So I got on there and I was just scrolling through, and somebody was like, "Why do y'all put their birthday and the zodiac sign on there?" And the person who I guess runs the account commented back and was like, "So y'all can know who's the red flags and who isn't." See, so the
I was gonna say,
police need to start using it.
first of all, just like the mugshot and their charges and everything is public information, their birthday's public information too. Like it's
Right. If
listed.
you went to kentucky.org/arrests, it would list their date of birth.
Yeah.
And then it
And
doesn't take a genius to then do the math
yeah,
and figure out what their zodiac sign is.
Yeah, but the website's making it just a little bit easier on everybody and just going ahead and putting it there so you don't have to
yeah,
do additional research. But remember the magazines that used to come at,
yeah, crime times.
yes. So now it's just they're putting it on
Yeah, because they don't,
on
because they, I'm pretty sure it's the reason they started that group because they don't make crime times anymore.
because they don't really publish magazines or books like that as like they used to. So they have to have another method.
Because when I worked at Circle K, I would look at that crime times every week
Mhm.
and keep tally of how many people I knew.
Because that was your entertainment.
And it really was. It was especially fun to see Cassie's ex-boyfriends.
Mom got me a shower head for my birthday. It was really nice. And, I went home that night and tried to put it on.
I was going to say, you put a real big trot in front of that.
Tried. And when I
Did
guess
you get
so
it installed?
it is now,
Okay.
but so I
I wanted to make sure it was before I saw you in person and you convinced me in person to come over there and do it.
oh no. I put it on there the first time and it was leaking through like the little screw on part and then like the actual shower head.
Because you didn't have any watertight or water seal tape.
No. But if you would let me finish the story, I'll tell you what happened. Shocker, right? So don't worry, Mom does the same freaking shit. Anyways, and they will cut me off and ask me 3 questions that don't even don't even matter because that's not where my story was going.
I
Anyways.
don't know what you're talking about.
But she won't give you the air to get the story out.
So basically, it was, going through and I was like, let me go to TikTok because that's the end all, that's the savior. And I was
Everything
like, let me
you
look
need
it
to
up.
know is there.
Yep. And this lady was like, is it too hard or have you just not done it before? Because I'll tell you what, boys do it, so you can do it too. And I was like, you know what? I sure can. I do not need a man or anyone else to come and help me. I can figure it out all by myself. So I will go to the next video and the guy's like, I'm going to tighten it up. Like he was just showing how he does it. And he just kept saying, I'm going to tighten it with my automatic wrench because you all keep saying that it's not tight enough. And I was like, maybe that's the problem because I'm telling you, I had done the tape both ways because the guy also was like, you need to do the tape the same way as the grooves so it doesn't push up when you put the thing on. So I did it both ways and it was still leaking. And so then I went and got my little wrench because, I have tools too, that I have full custody of.
Okay,
And,
Bob the Builder.
yeah, and I am. Uh, in fact, I'm Barbara, the builder. I tightened it all the way up. And so then I turned it on, right? Well, the shower hose has like a shower head and then like a hose portion that is detached so you can clean your shower. Well, on the top of the little hose that you take off, there's a pressure wash. And if you turn the top of the nozzle one way, like depending on which way you have the nozzle turned at the top, will determine where the water comes out of. But I didn't know that until the water came on, and it went straight through the pressure washer and pressure washed my ceiling. So now I have a ginormous clean circle on my ceiling. The rest of it is dirty. It's just
And
one
that ceiling,
circle that's
and,
clean.
and your ceiling, I guarantee you, is painted with flat paint. You will never, 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 ever, ever be able to get rid of that wet spot.
Well, unless she painted it.
Never, ever, ever.
She's saying you're never ever gonna paint.
She won't
I
paint until she
could.
moves out.
Well,
Well, not the
Oh, wait.
ceiling anyway.
You think I'm moving out and I'm gonna paint? I'm not painting. They didn't. Look, you see the paint job they left me?
everything was pink,
Pink.
including the ceiling.
Well, painting if you leave a water spot there, somebody's prospective home buyer is going to think that there may be water damage.
You remember Angel used to work at that Fantastic Sam's at that on Valley Station Road, and I took Ellie. I went up there to get my hair cut, and Lil was there. Well, Lil was just running all over the place, and she got in the sinks. The sinks that at hairdressing places. She got in there and started messing with the hose, and did that exact same thing, and sprayed their ceiling, and it looked like those clear wet spots. She basically made it to where they had to completely repaint their ceilings. So that it must run in the family is what I'm trying to say.
Whatever. But yes, I eventually got it fixed and it's working. And I'm going home to put up my Christmas decorations. I'm super excited. Also today, you guys, I have decided to partake in my Second Amendment right. And I am a gun owner. And I'm only
Good job.
excited about it because of the layer of protection it provides me from, living on my own. And yeah, I live next door to crackheads. And so you just never know what their vibe's going to be. And also, my dogs aren't stopping anybody.
I don't know. Bailey might.
No, they'll definitely slow you down.
I was going to say, Bailey might definitely slow somebody down.
Yeah, Bailey's for sure slowing you down, but he can't stop you. And all you got to do is kick him. And then, he's at least that gives you another couple seconds. But all I need is Bailey to slow you down. I don't need Bailey to stop you. Even if I didn't have a gun, that just gives me plenty of time to grab my 7-iron golf club to smack the shit out of you. And that's all I need to do.
Didn't you randomly find that in your yard?
Yes, it was just one day Mom came over and she was like, there was a golf club in your driveway. I put it on your porch for you, but it was just in your driveway. And yeah, it's been next to my bed ever since.
I think the biggest irony in that is that Mom lives.
It's a 5-iron.
No. Is that Mom lives, we've grown up within walking distance of a golf course. Our entire lives. My entire life. We've been in walking distance of a golf course. We've never just found a golf club until Ellie moves away, further away than either of the houses that we all lived in together. And that's where we randomly find a golf club in the yard. Clearly it was given to Ellie by Jesus to use for the same purpose.
Maybe.
For the same purpose, exactly. I was like, well, that's what I plan to do, so. Great minds, I guess.
So Ellie and I are going to go to the shooting range, gun range, firing range, whatever. It's gun range together. Does anybody else want to go when we go?
No, but I'd like to go to a rage room.
I don't know what that is. Is that where you
You know, you have to buy the stuff that you want to break.
You know, you can buy them in packages.
That is scary
That's-
that you already had the freaking answer to that.
But it's still
I've researched
like, it's
them
not like
thoroughly.
purchasing your time. Like, you don't get, okay, 30 minutes in the room. Boom. You have to pay for the stuff you want to break.
And I plan on getting my money's worth.
You have fun. You and Cassie have fun.
Who do you think's paying for it? That's what she said she's going to
It's
do
just-
1 year for my birthday. She's going to take me to a rage room.
Is this on the calendar to do?
Next year on August 16th,
Not
apparently.
Not immediately, but it's something that I do want to do.
That's why she's so amped about it, is because she ain't paying for it.
And you could pay extra money to get like a whole TV put in the room.
The only thing that would be worth it to me is Super Duty. It's the only thing that'd be worth it to me. I just one time want to just bust the windows out, all the glass, like jump on the freaking hood, like I just want to beat it up. Like
I think that item would require more than a rage room. I think that's more like a rage field.
A rage garage.
Right, I don't care what it is.
Why don't you
that's
just why don't
the
you
one
just see
thing.
if there's why don't you just see if there's one at Pull Apart and just walk into Pull Apart with a bat?
Well, but don't you have to pay for it at Pull Apart?
Yes, because they're going to have you pay for it because those are parts they're not going to be able to sell.
They're not selling the
You don't know.
like body
That's how much-
pieces.
Yes, they are. If that car is on the lot, they are selling the pieces of that car. All of it.
And you don't know what someone's going to come in there asking for.
Well,
Somebody walks
I-
in, they're like, "Give me that windshield right there, buddy."
I can guarantee you the windshield is already broken because that was the exact point I was going to make. I've been to Pull Apart handfuls of times, and people beat the shit out of those cars. Excuse my language, but they do. Because they're just trying to rip out the part that they need. They don't care about what the car looks like afterwards. And I know because Cassie and I did that to get mirrors.
Ellie, is that the conclusion of your topic?
No, I also wanted to say that I had an amazing birthday and birthday week. It was really fun. I also really enjoyed going out with my sisters. I appreciate both of you not arguing, because let's be real, that's a struggle in our family. I appreciate that Anna and Cassie, stayed out as long as they did. In my head, I thought that they were going to be gone by like 11:30, 12. Like I
That
was
was our
just
plan.
Well, Cassie, or when I asked Dylan and Cassie, they were like, "No, we're here till 1:30." Maybe
Well,
that
no,
was
our
your
ne-
plan, but it wasn't their plan.
No. Our initial plan that Cassie lied. Our initial plan was like midnight 30. But we said, unless we were like having a good time, having fun, the music was good, blah, blah, blah. Like if we were bored to death, we were only going to stay there until like midnight.
I feel that, but y'all weren't bored to death. Y'all made it, and that just means that I have good ideas. That's all I heard. And that whole thing is that y'all had fun off of my ideas, which means I have good ideas. Also, it was really nice to meet Lil's friends. Lil's friends were really nice. Lil, what was your friend's name?
There were only two, Kaya and Tyler.
I wanted to say Raya, but Kaya.
No, that's the girl
Kaya
with the
bought
dragon
me-
on the Disney movie.
Okay. So the Kaya bought me, I think it was like 2 shots, and the other one, Tyler, he bought me a shot too. The only people that didn't buy me a drink were the jokers I'm related to. Like nothing.
And look, they ain't even looking at you now.
Well, you can't see me looking at you, but I did look at you.
Hey, I got
still
somebody.
looks
I
cute.
got somebody to buy you a drink. Did I not?
Someone who already told me they would, I'm just not confrontational enough to be like, yo, what's up with that drink, bruh?
Lucky for you, I am.
Well, why didn't you lucky yourself up to the bar and get me one yourself?
I made Cassie go get my drink.
Her point is that this person, whoever it was already gonna buy her a drink. All you did was remind them of something they were already gonna do. So you shouldn't really get credit for that purchase.
I wasn't saying get credit for the purchase. I was saying get credit for getting her another drink, not necessarily for purchasing it. Because she wouldn't have said anything, and then who knows if she would have gotten it at all.
But she probably would have. Who was it? Dylan?
No, Lil's friend, Kaya. She was like, at some point, she's like, if you want another shot, let me know. I was just like, I was ready for another shot, but I'm just not. If it would have been like Cece or like one of my friends or Cassie or somebody, I'd have been like, yo, what's up with this shot? But she wasn't like my friend. It was the first time I ever met her. And I didn't want to be like, yo, what's up with my shot?
I can appreciate that. That would have been me too.
So yeah, that's really all for my topic. I loved Wicked was so good. Zootopia 2 was really good. We're gonna go see Eternity. Don't look at me like that, Anna.
Why are you looking at her like that?
Because she's
Zootopia too.
jealous that she didn't get to go.
Yeah, it was really a good movie. Did you see Zootopia 1, Anna? Blood, 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 blood. Well, that's your loss. I can't believe
All I
that
know about Zootopia 2 is that the sloth's name is Flash.
that's Zootopia 1, but I mean, he is in 2 as well.
Okay. I didn't mean to say 2. Oh, I should have said all I know
Zootopia.
about Zootopia, period,
Mhm.
is that the sloth's name is Flash.
He's my favorite character. Although in the second one, I do really like Gary, but Flash is
Is
just
it a snail?
No.
he's a snake.
That's a waste.
They did have previews of SpongeBob, the next SpongeBob movie, before.
I'm so proud of you that you knew what that was a reference to.
Hey, you rub off on me sometimes.
I knew it too. I just didn't say anything.
I figured you knew. I didn't know if she did.
Okay, so does that conclude your topic, Ellie?
It does indeed, Kim.
That does tangentially remind me of that time I got Dad SpongeBob boxers for Father's Day,
And
and he
was
openly
upset.
said that he hated them,
Mhm.
and openly asked me why I would get them for him.
I remember that.
Ellie's appalled.
My
you know-
flabbers are gasted.
I can't even try to take up for him in that situation. It was just flat out rude.
It's worse that Anna's his child, but if he would have said it to anyone, it's rude. Like you at least
And
fake
I
it till
picked
you make it.
and I picked
home.
them out myself because I liked SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Like I picked them out, and he openly said, "I don't like SpongeBob. Why did you get these?" He said, "I think SpongeBob is a stupid show."
I don't have over time you tend to forget, different little things that happen throughout, but that is one of those moments in time that has stuck with me. Yeah. I can see how it sticks with Anna as well. Anna, Lil, do you want to go or do you want me to go? Which one?
Lil, do you have anything? I feel like Lil usually goes last.
I don't care. I don't really got a topic. I was really just talking about how I finished my art project
Yeah,
and how I'm
tell us.
wrapping up school.
Tell
So,
us
yeah, I
about
finished. I
your
did.
presentation and the feedback you got and all that stuff.
So the project itself was a wearable art project, so had to make an art project that I could wear. I decided to do an umbrella, but then during class it was voted on that I had to make it somehow wearable, so I made an umbrella hat. I designed it after the Blighted Skins on Dead by Daylight, which is my favorite video game. It was red and goopy and gory, and I like it. It looks cool. I think it looks cool. Why did you raise your hand?
Because I have a question and I didn't want to interrupt you.
Okay,
What
what question?
what is the chance that you would put it on and turn the camera on to show us?
0.
Why?
chances you bring it in here? So
I could bring it in there. Yeah, I could bring it to
Okay.
you all.
Okay.
I just want to wear it on camera. That ain't happening.
Please, one of you all take a picture.
No, will you put it on while you come in here so we could see it?
Oh, yeah. I took a part of it off, because there were bones and they were falling off anyways, but I'll put the
They were
piece
what?
in, like, it's not.
It had bones. Is that what she said?
It had bones. Yes, it had bones.
Bones?
Hold on.
She said it was goopy and gory.
Who you kill?
Make this one. No good.
Oh, yeah, I wanted.
And I can have a photo when I send one to her of me in my art class.
Oh, you get.
She doesn't need a photo.
Oh, I see.
You go. Make this one. And then there's another side that's based on other two killers.
I'm gonna wear this for the rest of the episode.
Do you all know the episode of The Big Bang Theory where Amy is putting this contraption on like a volunteer's head? And she says something about like it's going to expose them to all kinds of stimulus and stuff like that. He says, "Well, what if I get claustrophobic?" She says, "Don't worry, the helmet will sense that and it'll come off." And he says, "Really?" And she says, "No, but wouldn't that be cool?" That's what that looks like. That's what that thing looks like.
What?
It looks like something you put on your head to run an experiment.
Uh-huh.
So, tell us what kind of feedback they gave you.
So, yeah, they thought it looked cool. They
What
liked
is that
the
noise?
bones.
What is that noise?
It was me scooting my chair up.
But Lil, are you going through your hearing aids, or because
No,
there is like
I'm in my headphones.
because it's got some huge echoing. Anna,
And it's probably the
calm
furnace.
down. Look, it has got a lot of like when you take it off mute,
It's the furnace.
We'll turn it off. Freeze.
No, we are not turning the furnace off.
Oh, I thought by furnace she meant her space heater.
No.
No, the furnace.
To the house. Anna's like, turn it off. I don't care if y'all freeze.
I
Turn
mean,
it off.
y'all abuse the crap out of that thing anyway. Every time I
What?
walk in your house, I feel like I'm gonna die of heat stroke.
You are crazy. My hands are freezing right now.
Look,
Yeah, so
No.
when I was on when we were doing critique, people thought it looked cool, and then my teacher was talking to me about it, and so she saw like at the edges how they were hot glued on and how I painted them, and they were like, "Oh, is that like wax?" And I went, "No, that's hot glue." But I remember you saying that you have a thing against hot glue, so I decided that any hot glue was either going to be painted or in such small amounts that you weren't going to be able to see it. And that's what I did. If you look at that project, besides obviously the hot glue that you could see like on the top of it, or maybe like on the arms or something, I pretty much covered any form of hot glue that there was. I went to such forms to use paper mache as to not really have to hot glue anything on. So I think I did a great job. And then the only other thing that they said was they could see like the notebook paper for the masks, because I just layered notebook paper with glue. And so I thought that they were gonna say something about it, and they went, "I actually like it." And I said, "Oh my God, that was like my worst nightmare. I was afraid I was gonna get up here and you were gonna go, why can't I see notebook paper?" And people in the class started laughing because I guess I sounded more like them than I thought I did. Or because they've also gone through the same fear of coming in there and then someone pointing out something that they can see barely the edge of. But I'm happy that they liked it.
I'm sure you're
But yeah,
also glad it's over because you stayed
oh
up
yeah,
all night
100%. I was
Sunday
nervous. I
night
was
into
sweating. Oh,
Monday,
she just died.
right?
she for real said it's over. Bye.
Literally. Although it's still recording. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'll quickly finish up my topic. Basically all I have left now to do for classes is my ASL final, which is next Wednesday, and I have to do an essay that's due on Sunday. So yeah, it's my life.
I do want her to figure out, I want Mom, whenever she gets back, or whenever she's perusing through this video, to figure out how to just like cut a crop of Ellie's face that appeared after Mom's video cut off, because that would be the perfect meme. Like it'd be the equivalent of the little minion going, "What?"
What are you eating?
Cookies.
Cookies. You don't have to look guilty about it. I'm just curious.
I
Oh
didn't
my
know if
gosh,
you were
I
gonna be
feel
like,
like there was something else I wanted to talk about on here, but
I didn't know if you were gonna be like, what kind of cookies? Do you have any more? Can I come over and get some?
you think I'm driving all the way that far away for cookies? And you have an
I don't
iPad
know.
I've been wanting to get from you, and I still ain't been over there. It's an iPad.
I mean, it still says we're recording, and I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
that
it
you're in
still
charge of
says
that.
we're recording in Kim Copeland's studio, whoever that chick is.
I heard it's that lady with them 3 loud ass kids.
I've never met her personally.
And I wanted to tell you, so we went to, when I was with Dad, we went into the gun range to try out multiple different guns, and they make you buy safety glasses and earplugs if you don't have them already. Uh,
You
and
didn't bring your work glasses?
no, I literally thought to myself, I just threw a pair away. But I still would have had to buy earplugs, and the earplugs they were selling were $4. The little package of glasses and earplugs was $5.
Oh, okay.
So might as well. And the freaking glasses in this thing are better quality than our safety glasses. I'm like, I'm gonna keep these.
I'd
I'm wearing them to
imagine
work.
I'd imagine that they are. Because if they're selling them to you in order to prevent injury and then you get injured, that's a lawsuit.
No, because they made me sign a waiver that
Yeah,
any injury I obtain in the gun range cannot sue over. Uh-oh, she's back.
I had to go somewhere else.
Girl, shut the hell up.
I was like, first of all, it's dark outside.
Literally. Like, outside it looks like, oh, dark 30. And you're trying to convince us that it's golden hour. And the
Yeah.
shadows, like, this whole thing was made by AI because the shadows aren't even right.
No, they're not. There's shadows in 3 different places.
Yeah.
Sunlight.
Or sunlight, I should say. The sunlight.
It's mirrored, so it looks odd. It's off. I would like to ask a question of everyone. Is there one thing that you could live without, but that you choose not to live without it because it in some way gets you through things on a psychological level, an emotional level? It's kind of become something that is not something that you see bad for you, but helps you through situations. Mine is my Carmex. Like when I hike and I put Carmex on, it like makes me feel better. In a way, maybe it's like a little bit of a dopamine hit or a little bit of a comfort thing. Like a kid with a blanket, you need some. Like a kid with a blanket or a pillow or something, a stuffed animal just kind of makes me feel better just knowing I have it in my pocket. So Carmex is my item. Anna, what was your item be?
I would say headphones.
That is actually very interesting because I could see how you could say that because you use them all the time at work, right? And that's how you
Yep.
kind of get through your job. Ellie, what is the one thing that you could live without but you choose not to?
The thing that I cannot live without, but I could if I wanted to one day, is gardening. It helps me in a lot of ways. I have arthritis. I have nausea problems with the GLP-1 I'm on. I would just enjoy it. I feel like you can make friends with any person who also gardens. Like you can have a solid conversation just about gardening with strangers. Like Lil, the whole reason why Lil brought her certain friends was because they're gardeners too. She was like, yeah, of course I brought my gardening friends to hang out with my gardening sister because they already have something in common. And so
I,
I just
it's Anna. Look at her.
I know. I think she's upset about how well my analogy works. I have gardener. I can't say green paprika-ers.
No, it's just the amount of times that you've used the word gardening. It's the same word over and over again, so it makes it so clear that that's not what it actually is.
I mean, no, it's not what it actually is, and I don't care if, people figure it out, but for
But I would pay
restriction
good
purposes.
I would pay good money to watch Ellie attempt to cultivate and grow a garden.
Yeah, I wouldn't because I don't want to.
I was gonna say,
Um,
and see that face? That face is why.
that would be mine, is gardening. You could talk about you make friends. I consider it truly a hobby of mine.
Lil?
Her hearing aids.
No, I was about to say yes. Yes. I could potentially live without my hearing aids. Given the age and the circumstances nowadays, I could. I don't want to, and I would hate to have to, but it would just mean that I wouldn't hear you all and be able to do Bluetooth at the same time. I'd have to pick, and I personally and understandably sometimes would probably pick Bluetooth.
Okay, so you're picking your hearing aids. Okay,
Yes.
that's actually a really good choice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I live with them
I was
every
gonna
day,
say,
and yeah.
I was gonna say, and the reason she does the Bluetooth is probably, when she uses her Bluetooth
Mhm.
on her hearing aids, it's probably a lot of the same reason that I use my headphones. Like, not only is it that I listen to music all the time, because I do, but where I work is very noisy. There's a lot of random sounds all over the place. Ellie works in the same place, so she knows. And listening to all of that at the same time at the different frequencies and, rhythms and stuff like that can be very overwhelming. Uh, and if I didn't have my headphones on, I would have to listen to that and I'd have to talk to people. And there's some people at work that, to be frank, I just don't want to talk to. Even if I don't have music playing, I will have my headphones on so that people don't talk to me.
People talk to me anyways, regardless of whether or not I have my hearing aids on or not. Um, and to me, the thing is with people talking to me is that if they just start talking to me and to me, you should at least tap on me or make sure you have my attention before you start talking to me. Mom
Okay,
does
but
the
your
talking.
hearing aids, are clear in the front. So people can't always tell immediately if you
I
have the
mean, I know, but to me though, maybe it's not immediate, but I feel like the essence of seeing me look up and look at you is acknowledgement that I'm listening to you. And for me, people don't do that. People don't make sure that I'm looking at them and realizing that they're talking to
And
me. It happens a lot. So to me,
but
if I
your
lose my hearing
circumstances are
aids,
also different because
but
your hearing is impaired.
if I had to get rid of my hearing aids and I didn't have access to them, I know that that would make my life easier because then I would have to have headphones in to listen to music and they'd have to tap on me in order for me to know that they want me to talk to them.
You needing to make eye contact with somebody in order to, be able to hear them better because you can also follow the movements of their mouth. Like, that's a special circumstance for you because your hearing is impaired. So somebody could come up to me if I don't have my headphones on, stand next to me, we could never make eye contact and I could still hear them. When somebody has these big honkers on, and I'm not
Yeah.
gonna feel sorry that you gotta repeat yourself because you walked up to somebody with these big old subwoofers over their ears and still tried to have a conversation with them.
Well, there goes mom again, but that's the end of my topic, so I'm good.
Okay, so Anna, do you want to say your topic? Do you have something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'll go ahead and talk while we wait.
Yeah.
Okay. So Thursday was Ellie's birthday. And we went to see our Wicked Double feature. But also that day, there was a Taylor Swift drop
Mhm.
for the Eras Tour Snow Globes. I am interested in very few pieces of her merch because for the most part, her official merch, for the most part, it seems like stuff that I could make myself or order a very similar product off Etsy that somebody else made themselves with their Cricut and their heat press. And the money she's charging for a lot of that stuff is not worth it to me when I know how much a blank pair of sweatpants and a 12 by 12 sheet of vinyl costs. So There are very few pieces of her merch that I actually look forward to, and one of them was the one that dropped on Ellie's birthday, and I was able to obtain it, and it
Oh, you
is
already got it.
my yep, it is my Eras Tour piano snow globe.
Okay. Is this like a
So this
series or is just
yes.
okay, okay. Do you have any of
Yes,
the
she has
others?
I am currently waiting on another one to be delivered. I ordered it from the Canadian website because that was the only website that still had it listed.
Okay.
Um, it still ships from within the United States though, but I haven't gotten it yet. That one is the Tortured Poets Department one. Um, but this is the Eras Tour piano. So this is the piano that she played when she did her surprise songs
Mhm.
for every show. And also, if you shake it, the confetti that falls are all the colors of confetti that represent the albums
Okay, that's cool. I like that.
that were out. They were the albums that were out at the time because obviously The Life of a Showgirl came out
Yeah.
after the Eras tour was over. And when you turn it on, it plays You're on Your Own Kid live from the Eras tour. But yeah. And also, I was just going to do a quick show and tell of my other two official Taylor Swift like merch items.
Okay.
I haven't put a photo in this yet, but it's from my favorite song on Speak Now, which is called Long Live. It's a picture frame.
Okay.
Says
Oh, I see it. I
Long
see
Live
it.
all the
Yep.
magic we made.
Okay. You should
Uh,
that picture of you on your Facebook page. You should get that and put that in there.
I want to put a picture of me and Cassie in there.
Oh, okay. Well, you could do
Because
that too.
Cassie too, I went to the Eras tour with.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can see that. Okay.
Also, the whole reason that we were going to try to go a second time was solely so we could see that song because she added it to the set list after we went. So we were going to try to get tickets to go again solely to see that song. And then when she came back to the United States, which would have been the next time we were able to go, she took that song out again so she could put in the Tortured Poets Department set. But I also have this throne from the Look What You Made Me Do music video. It's an ornament.
Okay. I like it.
But I just sit it on my entertainment center, like with my Funkos.
Right.
And then last but certainly not least,
Okay.
Cassie said, I already have your Christmas present and I need to bring it to you today. And this was yesterday. And I was like, okay.
Okay.
She said it can't wait. She said, I don't think I'm going to be able to keep it a secret. And now I know why she wasn't going to be able to keep it a secret. It is also another ornament. So it is from a song from The Life of a Showgirl.
Which one?
So,
Which
Mom,
song? Because there's some of them.
actually romantic.
Okay, that's not one of my favorites, but I know what the song is.
It's one of my favorites.
Okay, oh, that's cute.
Yeah, but the lyric is like a toy chihuahua barking at me from a tiny purse.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah.
It's cute.
So yeah, now I know why she had to bring it to me immediately because I was waiting for this to come back in stock on the website so that I could order it.
And she knew you'd get it.
She knew that if she waited, I would have just bought it for myself. But yeah. Cassie asked me if I was going to name it. I did. Its name is Charlie.
What did you say, Ellie?
That's your cat's name. And you should have named it Bruiser.
No, it's named Charlie because the song is about Charlie XCX.
You should have named it after the one fish that you died.
No, its name is Charlie because the song Actually Romantic is about Charlie XCX.
We don't know that though, Anna.
And that's how I know that you don't like the joke.
That's your cat's name. I'm not hearing nothing about it.
Okay, Charlie.
If I named it anything else, it was going to be Taco Bell.
I could see that.
And
Because
the fact that
Yo Quiero Taco Bell, that was before her.
The fact that Ellie and Lil don't even know why that's funny.
Yeah. Well, that's in Legally Blonde.
Yeah, I was going to say, I do think in Legally Blonde, Bruiser's sitting there
Watch it.
watching a Taco
Mhm.
Bell commercial.
When she's working out and she changes it over to the news while she's on the treadmill
Yeah.
in her room. Bruiser's watching a Taco Bell commercial. Yeah. Yo quiero Taco Bell. All right. Is that it for you?
Yep. That was my show and tell.
Okay, because I'm having internet issues, I'm gonna go ahead and
Wait,
oh,
before you do that, we need to discuss the Thanksgiving details for tomorrow.
yes. So I reached out to Candy. We will be going to the
I
Duval.
got my quarters.
Yes, we've got our quarters. We will be going to Aunt Candy's and Uncle Mike's tomorrow. She said that food will be ready at 1, so we can be there anytime. So let's try to be there between 1 and 1:30, closer to 1, really, because they're going to have the food ready at 1 and be ready to eat at 1. That way we can all eat together. Okay? And then afterwards we'll play poker, so
Are they
bring
gonna
your quarters.
Are they going to clear off the table for us, or is that still overrun with fishing lures?
No, we don't ever sit at the table. We
Ellie space.
If they ask me to sit in that table, I might leave.
yeah, that's not where we
That's
sit.
like sacrilegious to sit at the table.
I was gonna say, that was a 100% rhetorical question. I already knew the answer.
Yeah, no, we're sitting at the
That's
stool.
100% still a date warehouse.
and and Michael has
Yeah,
to sit
well,
on that little
because-
couch.
Well, because she was like, so we can all eat together. And I was like, you say eat together like, it's a formal dining situation. We're
Well,
going to be sitting on their couch.
we'll be eating together on their couch.
I'll never forget the event where it was like Kaylee and Aunt Candy were ready to go garden, and you guys were like, Ellie's on the way. Please wait for Ellie to garden. And I was so appreciative of that.
Okay. All right, so that concludes episode 34 of the Coplan Cabana. We live in the south end of Louisville, Kentucky, at the Coplan Cabana, where Kimmy does all the work and they're just here for the show. At the Coplan Cabana. Cha cha cha. That concludes the last episode of all 4 of us together of season 1 of the Coplan Cabana. During the month of December, it will be the first Wednesday will be Lil, the second Wednesday will be Anna, and the third Wednesday will be Ellie. And then we'll take a 2-week break, and then we'll start back in January with season 2. So, any parting words as a group? No.
Happy Thanksgiving.
I mean, you said it loud enough that we heard you from moms. So.
Lil, any parting words?
Merry Christmas.
Stranger Things comes out tonight. Please
Yeah.
don't bother me.
Yeah, that's what Lil and I, or Ellie and I, have to do. It starts at 8 p.m. All right, everyone. Well, that concludes episode 34 of the Coplan Cabana. Thank you so much to everyone who has supported us through season 1.
Amy.
There's others. John, Sabrina. What's her name? Danny. Is that her name? What's her name?
Danielle.
Danielle.
Yes. Shout out, girl, if you're watching.
Yeah, Ellie got recognized at the Ulta last week, and someone quoted the podcast. So the only way that she would have been able to know that part is if she watched the podcast or the excerpt of the podcast that I put on Facebook. That's probably what she did.
Look who decided to make an
Yeah,
appearance at the very end.
he wanted his time to shine.
Charles. He heard us talking about him.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you all again very much, and we'll podcast you next week.